What's going on, everybody? It's Bulls Nation Station back at it again with another one. And if you're a Bulls fan, go ahead and subscribe to my page, as I'm gonna be talking about what's going on with the Bulls for the rest of this playoff and play-in, competition that we've been having. But yeah, the Bulls pulled it off. It was a tale of two halves. We definitely shocked everybody because everybody was counting the Bulls out. It was a lot of Bulls fans counting the Bulls out, but the Bulls stuck with it. They were fighting, they were battling. The first half didn't go their way at all, as they couldn't make a jumper at all. They couldn't hit a three-pointer. Pascal Siakam was eating them alive on the floor. It's just a lot going on. They were getting a lot of offensive rebounds, and the Bulls just weren't making a whole bunch of shots. And it just seemed like, we were going to get kind of blown out of the water for a second. The crowd was hype, and everything was just going against the Bulls' way. They got up to a 19-point lead, almost 20. And it's just like, man, how are we going to come back from this game? But the Bulls stayed persistent. They stayed consistent. And they kept clawing, and tried to fight. Everything was going Toronto's way. Even looked like Fred VanVleet hit a half-court buzzer-beating shot to go into halftime. That shot right there, I was just like, yeah, it's just not our night. We're going to lose. But then they came out in that third quarter, and they made the right adjustments. They started trapping Siakam. They started contesting the three-pointers a little better. They started hitting more shots. Zach LaVine woke up and had a 14, 15, 16-point quarter in just the third alone. Patrick Williams woke up, and he was carrying them, bringing the Bulls back to tie up the game. It's just so much going on. The defense was a lot better. Caruso was way more active. He had so many steals, deflections. He had charges he was taking. It was just awesome to see the Bulls finally turning around. This wasn't one of DeMar DeRozan's best games, but just the fact that you had Zach LaVine, Patrick Williams, and those type of guys step up and be willing to, help bring the Bulls back to where they need to be, which is awesome to see. And it was just a great all-around win. The Bulls started playing like how they should play every game towards the second half, towards the end. And their intensity went up, their attention to detail, and it was just awesome. Billy Donovan made some great adjustments. He brought in Derrick Jones Jr., and he typically does that a lot in that second half. Things don't go right in the first half, even though Drummond gave some good minutes today. Billy Donovan will use Derrick Jones Jr. just to change that pace, just so they can be able to switch any and everything. And it worked out again. And so shout out to Derrick Jones Jr., shout out to Zach LaVine, shout out to Caruso, shout out to Patrick Williams, and shout out to DeMar DeRozan's daughter, the true MVP of the game. I mean, she was literally yelling every single time the opposing team would take a free throw. And I mean, the proof is in the pudding. The Raptors were horrible from the free throw line today. They missed way more than they hit. And, part of that goes to just them not being a good free throw shooting team. And I give a part of it to DeMar DeRozan, because, I'll be scared too if somebody scream like that every time I shoot a free throw. At least it'll throw me off. But it was just an awesome comeback game. Toronto wasn't the matchup that was perfect for the Bulls. But the Bulls took that matchup head on, especially at the disappointing loss we had to the Hawks earlier in the season, in which we thought maybe we can match up with them better. But we beat the Raptors, and now we got to face Miami Friday. In Miami, they're going to bring it. They're not the best Miami version of the team we thought they would be at this point. But the fact that they lost in embarrassing fashion last game, they're going to come with, everything. And it's up to the Bulls to withstand that hit and just keep fighting and pull out the victory. So we'll see what the Bulls can do. But yeah, definitely subscribe to my page, as I'm going to be covering that game Friday. And I'm going to holler at you guys later. I'm out.